Okay, let's get situated. Let's get over here. Let's get situated now.
There's one.
Scoot over, Jack, so I can fit in here. Yep. Be careful you don't fall off the edge. Okay, today we have Zoe with us. Zoe has come clear from Virginia to hang out with us today just for Talk Time Story. Isn't this exciting? Isn't this exciting, Jack? Okay, let's get started. Yara's coming over later, but I thought that might be a little bit too much for us to try to stay focused on a story. So today's story is called A Kiss Goodbye. And it's another Chester Raccoon story. It's all about kisses and love and warmth and kindness and playing together, isn't it, Jack? It's all about being good and the good things in life. It says, to all my friends, big and little, who find their way to the other end of the path. Look at this. Look at this. Where are they at? Are they in a tree?
Yeah.
Are they looking out through a tree? Yeah, let's show the people. They're looking out through a tree hole. It says, Chester Raccoon sat in the corner of his tree hollow and frowned. Give her some. I'm not moving, he announced. Uh-oh, it looks like they're going to be moving. I'm not moving, he announced stubbornly. I'm staying here. I want to stay with my tree.
A second pack of these.
There is one here, but I think we can finish that one first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Chester, apparently the family's going to move. Zoe, she sings sort of while she chews on the puffs. I'm not moving, he announced stubbornly. I'm staying here. I want to stay with my tree and stay with my friends and stay where I've always lived. What if Mommy said to you, hey Jack, we're going to move, or hey Zoe, we're going to move. Would you want to move away from all your friends and family?
Yeah.
Would you? Okay, Zoe would. What about you, Jack? No. Mrs. Raccoon patted Chester's worried, furrowed forehead. I understand how you feel, she told him in an understanding, motherly voice. But I'm afraid we all have to move. But I like it here, whined Chester. It's my home. It's my home too, said Mrs. Raccoon, and Ronnie's. And I know how scary it is to move to a new place. But sometimes, like when you started school and changed classes, you have to do things that are scary and hard at first. I know. Maybe you could think of it as moving to a new adventure. So I say we're all focused on the story. So, do you remember who Ronnie is? Zoe, she hasn't even read the story. Zoe, do you know who Ronnie is?
Yes.
That's his brother. Brother Raccoon Ronnie. So Ronnie, Mrs. Chester, and Mrs. Raccoon and Chester all have to move. Does it ever say anything about Papa Raccoon? Have we ever talked about Daddy Raccoon? Where's Daddy Raccoon in all of this? Maybe he'll be in here somewhere. Or maybe Daddy's out working. Who knows? Well, this is a pretty picture. What's on Chester's head? Hey, Zoe, come here. Show me what's on Chester's head.
Oh my gosh, she's under the table.
Come here, Zoe. Looky here. Show me what's on Chester's head. What is that right there? Can you see it?
A frog. A frog.
A frog? Do you know what that is?
Yes.
What? What do you think? Jack, what do you think it is? What's over at Friendship Village on their ponds?
Ducks.
Ducks. It's a duck. And these look like little flowers. I don't know what flowers are. What's that right there?
A raccoon.
Do you think that's a raccoon, or do you think that might be he's a raccoon? Do you think that's a mouse? Is that, what do you think that is?
Bunny!
Bunny! Yay! Bunny!
He's gonna go eat the mouse.
You think, oh, well that puts a whole new twist on the story if we see the rabbit eat the mouse. We'll talk about that another time. Chester scrunched up his face and grumbled.
Can I just go get a puffs again?
Chester scrunched up his face and grumbled. I don't like adventures. I had an adventure down at the pond and fell in chasing a frog. So Chester fell in the pond while he was chasing this frog. And look where the frog's at. The frog's on Chester's head. Huh?
Yes.
Yep. So poor Chester, he's got a frog on his head. He had a mishap chasing the frog, ended up falling into the pond, and now the frog is on his head.
Too much.
Now, who's this one here? Does anyone know what this is? Just, that's fine, just let him out there. Zoe, what's this? Do you know what that is? Jack, what's this one? Remember? We talked about it. Has a creepy tail. A possum. Possum. And this is Chester, and Chester's up in the tree, and so is the possum.
Is that the one that stunk?
That would have been the skunk that stunk. That did the stinky puffs, right? Give her a little bit more.
I don't really want to do this over and over because I don't want to take it out.
Oh, okay. I had an adventure up a pine tree and got pricky pine cones in my tail. Prickly. I'll do that again. I had an adventure up a pine tree and got prickly pine cones in my tail. Look at that. So he has pine cones sticking from his tail. Look at this, Zoe. He's got pine cones sticking from his tail.
It looks like he's making fun of him.
Oh, I think he's laughing at him.
Yeah.
I forget what the possum's name was. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
What was the possum's name? We'd have to look, see how easily we forget. Oh well, can't remember. Give Zoe a few more. I'll pick some more up then. Oh, did we show you that picture? He's got pine cones in his tail. He fell into a pond, had a frog on his head. Now he has pine cones in his tail. It's just not a good day for Chester, is it? Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Oh, he's scared. What is it? Are those, what do you think those are, Jack? Bats? Are they bats?
Yes. Yes.
They're bats. Ugh, they're bats. Who likes bats? Nobody likes bats, do they? Yuckies. Yuckies. I had an adventure in Red Rock Cave and got smacked by a bat. He got smacked in the head by a bat. Look at that. The bat looks scared too, huh? Do you think the bat's scared?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all scared. Oh my gosh. It's dark time too, huh? Kind of scary.
Why aren't bats real?
There are bats that are real.
Yeah, but what? But
They come out at night.
Yeah, but aren't they kind of like vampire bats?
No, vampire bats are just make-believe. But bats are real. Look at that. Do you see that? Look at that. It's dark time. The bats are out. Have you ever been at a picnic and you see little things at night flying around? They're like little bats. They fly around.
They're making me so scary.
Oh, they are scary, aren't they? But we won't see any here. This is just in the book for today, okay? They're not really here right now.
I down the table.
Oh, silly Jack. Jack, get up here. You're to be the big example for Zoe.
Yes.
So Zoe, maybe Zoe and I will just continue our story. Look at that. There's Chester.
He's not scary anymore.
No, he's not scary anymore. Look at Mrs. Raccoon. Chester's still upset. Ronnie's looking kind of happy over here.
Okay. And he's happy.
He's happy, but he looks upset, right?
But why is he so upset?
Well, we'll see. He doesn't want to move. His mom, they need to move, and he doesn't want to.
No.
Let's just see what happened. Mrs. Raccoon laughed. Well, this will be a different kind of adventure. This time we'll all be together. You, me, and Ronnie. Chester didn't budge. He just sat there with his arms folded and stubborn expression on his face. Why do we have to leave our tree anyway, he wanted to know. I like this tree. I'm used to this tree.
Let me get you one.
Look at Chester. He's just like having none of this. He's like, I don't want to move. I like things the way they are. Aren't there sometimes we just don't want to change? We don't want to move. We don't want to change our ways. We're used to where we're at, and by golly, we want to stay there, don't we, Jack?
I didn't want to give a whole thing, so that's why I tried.
Well, very good, very good. So Chester is liking this tree. Do you see how he looks upset, Jack?
Yes.
Would you do that? Would you go like this?
No.
If Mom said, hey Jack, we're leaving the hill up here, we're moving, what would you say? Would you go like, or would you say, wow, that's great, it's going to be a new adventure?
No.
What do you think he'd say?
I want to stay with mine. I want the big one.
You want to? She's big enough. She can break it up. I'll give you a few. Yep, you'd probably say you want to stay with. You'd like to stay up on the hill, but moves can be fun. When they're dropping more chips on the floor, I think, than you're getting in your mouth. Huh? Don't start. Don't start. Not. Okay. Is Jack making fun? Is he having fun, huh? Is he being silly? Okay, so here, ooh, looky, here's some birdies. Do you see the birdies? And Chester, he's looking. He's like, oh, that's what Chester's looking. It's like, wow, let's see what he sees. A line has been drawn around the trunk, explained Mrs. Raccoon. Soon the tree cutters will come and cut it down for wood. Chester poked his head out of the hollow and looked around. There are lots of other trees, he pointed out. Why don't they cut down some of those trees instead? They're cutting down all of the trees in this part of the woods, explained his mother. But I've picked out a new tree to live in that's big and comfortable and has lots of holes to look out of. So the reason they have to move is they're going to be, some of those trees are going to be cut down. But Mrs. Raccoon is on the ball. She's already found them a bigger and better tree. With lots.
That one?
I don't know. I think they're still in their home yet, their regular tree. It hasn't been cut down yet. But look, do you see the red markings here?
Uh-huh.
Those are all the trees they're going to cut down. So,
wait, is the one on that one?
I don't know. I don't see it. We'll have to find out. Let's see what happens. The birds and the red lines and Chester's looking out.
Oh, could I have a snack?
Well,
water?
Some water. Let me get your water. I'll be right back.
I can get it. I can get it.
Go get it. Go get Zoe's too.
Okay.
Watch your head. Watch out for the camera. No, let's not get crazy here. Is Jack crazy? Hey, will you bring her water? It's over there. Thank you, hon. Just hand me the waters and then you can curl back in.
I'm gonna go pee.
Okay. We'll wait for Jack to come back. So, Zoe, how have you been? How's things been treating you? How's life been treating you?
Can you read the book again?
Okay, yep. She doesn't want to talk, she wants to read the book. So, well, let's wait for Jack. Jack, we're waiting to read the book. Okay, crawl on in here. Okay.
Look at that.
Look how dark it is. Look, do you think the sun's going down? Look over here. The sun, a little bit of the sun. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like it's nighttime, but the sun's going down over here. I think that's what's going on. Can we find Chester? Let's look. Over here's Chester. Look at Chester, Jack, over there. Look, there goes some skunks. There goes skunks and some deer.
Is it
the birds. Everybody's moving, I think. This is what happens here.
Oh, look how many holes there is.
Yeah. Chester sat back down and looked thoughtful. What if I don't leave? So Chester's saying, what if I don't leave? What if I just sit here and never leave this tree again as long as I live? Will they still cut it down? So yeah, there's the red line on the tree. But Chester is thinking, heck, if I don't leave, will they cut the tree down?
Yes.
They will cut the tree down. Don't scare the poor child. I'm afraid they would. Listen, Mrs. Ooh, what judge is going to fall? Let's scoot over here. She says, I'm afraid they would, said Mrs. Raccoon. But you know, moving isn't so bad. I've moved lots of times. It's hard at first, but you make new friends and fix up your new tree just the way you like it. Besides, you don't think you'll get a little lonely if you stay here. The deer are moving and the squirrels, and so are the skunks and the foxes. Don't you want to stay with your family? So Chester, if he stays behind, guess what? His family, all of his friends are going to be moving, huh? So he wants to go with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I think so.
Turn the page.
Okay, we're going to turn the page. Looky, Mrs. Raccoon and Chester. He's still trying to get out of moving. It's not working though. Will I have to go to a new school? Asked Chester. I suppose you will, but you will never know who you might meet. Don't you want to make new friends? I like the friends I already have. I don't need to make new ones. I see. Well, I would certainly miss you if you stayed here, said Mrs. Raccoon. Aren't you afraid you'd miss us?
I have my water.
Yes, you can have your water. I'd miss you, admitted Chester. I'm not sure about Ronnie. What? Cut it out, you nut. I'm not sure about Ronnie, Mrs. Raccoon chuckled. I think you'd miss Ronnie most of all. Who would be there to pull your tail or tickle your mask or follow you everywhere you went?
Can I have more tips?
Yes. So, he's thinking, well, I know I'd miss Mom, but would I really miss my brother, Ronnie? Yeah, he would. If any of you who had brothers and sisters know that they drive you nuts when you're growing up, they pick and they poke at you, but in the end, your siblings usually remain the closest people you have in your life, and no matter how much you see each other, you always have that bond of being children growing up together.
I need to get out to get more water.
He needs more water. Jack needs more water.
Give me it when I get out.
Is he driving me crazy, Zoe? Because he wants more water.
He needs his water bottle.
Yep. Here, he needs his water. Do you have enough water? Do you want me to have him fill up your water?
No, yes. Oh my gosh.
Let me see. I'll have to fill yours up. This lid doesn't come off too good. Over here now, finish the story. Jack, you get in there first because you are in the middle. Okay, let's scoot in the center so Zoe has enough place to sit. Whew. So now we have our water.
I forgot something.
No, you said no. We're almost done. Look, kids, we only have a few more pages. Chester sat back and took a good long look around the inside of his hollow. He memorized, look at, what are those?
Hearts.
Hearts, those are hearts. He memorized its round shape with its lookout hole just below the thick branches that housed bird nests and squirrels. Then he closed his eyes, pressed his palms to the wall, and felt the texture of the wood and bark. The smooth places and the rough places. Look at him. He's touching it. Yeah, he's a little sad. Look at his eyes. Oh my, he's just so sad. So sad.
But why is he so sad?
Because he doesn't want to leave his home. He doesn't want to move. He says when he opened his eyes, he reached up and broke off a small piece of the bark from the wall and pushed it deep into his pocket. He put his face up close to the wall and breathed in the scent of the white oak. Next, he gazed out the hollow. He wanted to always remember how it had looked, the way the stars and the moon shone between the branches and the way the afternoon sun hit the leaves, turning them from a fiery red in the fall. When he ducked his head back into the tree, he placed a gentle kiss on his palm and pushed it against the wall. Goodbye, he told the hollow. I'll miss you. Do you know that Chester's mommy, you know what Chester's mommy does, Zoe?
Yeah.
She goes like this. She kisses, she'll put a kiss on Chester's hand, and then that way it goes up to his heart. Hold on, we're almost there.
Get that done.
Hey, you're supposed to be involved in the story, not wanting to get done. So what he did was, he kissed his hand, and he went like this on the wall. And all the little hearts appeared. See? All the little hearts. Oh, here he is. He's sad. The hearts are there. But he has come to the conclusion, and he's facing reality, that it's time to move. Let's see. Look here. Oh, look at that. Ooh, Are those owls?
Yes.
Those owls. Do you know what that is? Right down here?
Yes.
Is that a turtle? Yeah. A turtle. Oh, looky, he's hugging the tree now. Poor little Chester. When Chester climbed outside, he wrapped his little arms around the tree trunk and said goodbye again. This time a tiny tear rolled down his cheek. Mrs. Raccoon led Chester and Ronnie down the path the other animals had taken to the far end of the distant woods, where they would soon be living. You know, Mrs. Raccoon told Chester, you don't ever have to forget your tree. You can keep it in your head and heart forever, just like it is today.
But where's the heart?
Well, wait, we'll see. Look here. Look at that. The family's going off into the night. They're going to their new home. Chester said goodbye to the tree. There's Pat. There they are, going to their new home.
What's Pat doing?
I don't know. Look, wait a second. They're in the new tree. Look here. Look, look, Chester, it's a big tree. Chester stayed quiet all the way to the far end of the... He's happy again. Yeah! 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 Chester's happy again. Okay, that's enough. Chester stayed quiet all the way to the far end of the distant woods. When he arrived at his new tree in the morning, he folded his arms and pouted. Mrs. Raccoon nuzzled him on her ear. Wait, Mrs. Raccoon nuzzled him on the ear. Why don't we all go inside and see how we like it? Okay, so what are they going to do? They're going to go inside to their new tree and they're going to see how they like it. Yeah. Chester followed his mother and brother into the tree hollow and looked around. He reached into his pocket and fingered the small piece of bark he had brought with him. It felt good having a piece of his old home. Look at, ooh, what's that? Is that a spider?
Spider.
Oh, it's a spider.
Let me see.
Come here, Jack. Get in here. Look at this. It's a little spider next to the raccoon.
Yeah.
She said, so Mrs. Raccoon says, what do you think? Chester says, it's okay. He's going to get used to it. Look, he's looking at the spider. It's big and roomy. It's a new place. Ronnie looked up at his big brother, saw that he was sad, and climbed into his lap. Reaching up, he pulled Chester's whiskers and tickled him under the arm. Chester couldn't help but giggle. Chester started to laugh. Look, he's happy. His brother's on his lap and he's happy. You have a little brother, don't you? What's your brother's name? What's your brother's name?
Zoe.
Is your name Zoe? What's your brother's name?
Eli.
Eli, that's right. I miss my tree, he told Ronnie. I do too, came a sweet voice from it outside.
Can I have some more?
Yeah.
Like some more.
So look, the brothers are helping each other through the traumatic time of moving. They're hanging out. They have each other. Chester's ears perked up as he popped his head out of the hollow. There, standing at the foot of the tree, was a young raccoon just about his age. Hi, I'm Cassie, said the young raccoon. Who are you? So he's going to make a new friend. Her name's Cassie. Chester's looking out of the tree hollow. He sees Cassie down here. So Chester's making a new friend. Her name's Cassie. Look, she looks up at the tree hollow and she introduces herself. Guess what? He's going to make friends. Down here's Cassie.
Yeah, but you want to go play outside?
Well, wait, we're done. Wait, give me one more minute. We're almost done with the story.
Tell me about moisture.
Did they tell you about moisture?
Okay. I'm almost done.
Almost done, Jack. Then we'll be out.
Okay.
Jack told me you were done.
No, we're not done. We're still reading, Pap. Yeah, and eating chips. Okay.
You're a bad influence.
This is on recording.
Abby is a bad influence.
Chester ducked back down into the hollow and brushed...
Hey!
We're almost done. Chester ducked back down into the hollow and brushed back his ruffled black mask. When he popped his head back out, Cassie was still there. Look, Cassie's down here. Here's Chester looking down at Cassie. Got a little squirrel. I'm Chester, he said shyly. Do you live here? I do now, said Cassie. Look over here, they're going to become friends. Chester left Ronnie with his mother, climbed out of the tree, and stood beside the pretty raccoon. This is not only a raccoon, this is a girl raccoon. His tiny pink cheeks plumped inside a wide smile. Look at that. Look at that. He met a new friend, and it's a pretty little raccoon named Cassie.
Can I go outside now?
Whoops, we got one more page. We're almost done. One more.
I want to see the things.
Look at the hearts. Look at all the hearts. Mrs. Raccoon peeked out of the tree and grinned, placing a kiss. Well, like this. She went like this. Can you kiss the palm of your hand? And she showed it to Chester and told him to go play. Chester kissed the center of his palm and turned it towards Mother. All right, he told her. I'll stay. Turn the page. So Chester's okay now. He met a new friend. They're going to hang out together. Looky at Chester. They're eating grapes together. They're playing on the trees together. Chester's happy now.
They're eating grapes.
They're eating grapes, and Chester's okay.
And they're eating more grapes.
And more grapes. So Chester's okay. He's met a new friend. He's got a bigger place to live. He still has his mommy and Ronnie. Things are good. Hey, well, thanks for joining us today. Tell everybody goodbye, Zoe.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you again real soon. Have a great week, everyone. Okay, you can go outside. I have chips all over my floor. Little puffs. Zoe's staring at the camera from behind. You looking for your shoes to go outside? Let's go find your shoes. We're going to have a good day, everyone. Talk to you real soon.